Hello viewers, and welcome to the start of a brand new series we're beginning today. This is something a little bit different to what we've done on the channel previously. This is called Attacking the Backlog, which, if you haven't guessed from the name, is going to be where we will be taking on games that have been sitting around on my shelf, in my Steam library, various other places, for an eternity without actually being installed or played, or perhaps installed for a couple of minutes and briefly looked at and then forgotten about. Games that I've picked up in those humble bundles, all that kind of stuff. Some games that I purchased with all intentions of playing and just for whatever reason never got around to it, and they've just been forgotten to time. So we're going to be basically randomly selecting games from my library, and the format of this is we're going to be playing 25 minutes of the game. And we'll give our thoughts at the end of that, and see what it's like. And if we enjoy playing one of these games, we might look at doing a full series on it, a let's play or something along those lines. In some cases, but yep, these are going to be sort of first impressions videos for games that I've had for years in some cases and just never got around to looking at. So the first game that we were going to be looking at here is a game called KnightShift, which has been in my Steam library for many years probably. I don't know when I purchased this, where it came from, what this game is even about. It's in my Steam library and I've never played it. So I have briefly installed it and started it up just to put in the CD key that it makes me put in. With that though, we're basically just going to start. So I'm going to start the game up just now. And we will take it from there. So, ding, ding, ding. Right, let's start the game. And the game should be starting any moment. Now, we will start with some cinematics. So, I'm just going to let these play out first of all. I tried to skip them before and it caused things to go a little bit crashy. So, we'll just let these play and then take it from there. It'll give us a brief introduction to what's going on in the game as well.
Once upon a time, when the world was abundant with magic and the mystical little people, when eerie creatures throve in glades removed. Oh, wrong story. Right. There was, long ago, a wondrous realm in which those who dwelled led a peaceful life. This they owed to the wisdom and clever fair rule of their former king. But then, alas, as his son took the throne, everything began to change. Prince John was an earnest young man, trusted by all around him and loved by his folk. In time, suspicious individuals began to appear in the country and the castle. Little did young Prince John know that with these strangers, evil came to the castle and slowly began seeping into every dark nook and cranny of our fair land.
So the prince seems to be in a bit of trouble with that suspicious, wizardy-looking guy. seemingly capturing him in some way. And with that, we have a loading screen. And the game is starting up. So with that, I will just quickly start a timer, which you will hopefully see down at the bottom of the screen there. Our timer has begun. We have 25 minutes to check this game out. So, what do we have here? We have a main menu. There seems to be multiple options here. There's campaigns, which I'd take it as the main sort of story mode, I would guess. There's RPG, which I don't really know. Obviously a different game mode. And there's Skirmish. Skirmish looks like it seems to have like some sort of RTS style maps. So I'm not really sure what type of game this is. I mean, I'm not sure if it's an RPG or RTS or some sort of hybrid. Best bet is probably to go for the campaign here. We'll go for the campaign, The Path to the Throne. We have Novice, difficulty level, Optimistic, fighting hero. So we could be an optimistic fighting hero or a gallant veteran. I'm going to go for the optimistic fighting. So we will just start this. We'll begin a campaign and see what this game has in store for us. It would appear it has more cinematics in store for us. It seems to have a spooky looking wizardy tower. Oh, this guy again. This guy who has captured the prince. It would seem the prince is still here, trapped in a cage. Now wearing a suit of armour for some reason. Where that came from. It's all very spooky. And the prince seems to have teleported away. The wizard doesn't seem too happy about that, even though he seemed to cast the teleport spell. I'm not sure what he was trying to achieve there. Didn't really explain an awful lot, but we are loading The Return of the Prince. Ghost Lake.
It worked! Thanketh the gods, Prince, welcome home after many a long year, my lord.
Who art thou, and where art I?
Damn that Valtamond! Thou hast lost thy memory, my lord. 5 years ago, that rascal Valtamond used devious magic and removed thee from the throne and threw thee into a void. The world between life and death.
And thou freed me from this terrible place?
Only with the help of the gods did it work. I am thy old friend, Gallus. Dost thou remember me at least? Thou shalt soon lead thy loyal knights and warriors to victory over Valtamond and his wicked henchmen.
Yes, I'm starting to remember. Where then are my knights and loyal warriors?
Hiding from Valtamond's villains, attacking heavily laden wagons of goods stolen from thy subjects. Thy most faithful warriors are waiting for thee in the forest to the south.
Showeth me the quickest way there.
Thou need not hurry. Thou should get up thy strength before thou should face Valtamond. Walketh around the island and try to remember. After 5 long years in a aforesaid void, checketh thy limbs and organs.
Yes, so everybody seems to want to talk in ye olde speaketh the language. We shall walketh over here. Right, so we select the prince with the left mouse click,
We're just
and
standing
then
around, but time is running away.
oh, Select the prince with the left mouse click and then click where he should go. We can do that. That worked.
Thy legs seemeth to be all right.
Oh, that's good.
Everything on me is all right. What's the quickest way to my followers?
Oh, gods be patient, Prince. Thou wilt surely need a weapon. Looketh for something suitable on yonder hardware island.
Okay, so I think we can scroll at that. The right mouse button will rotate, and the mouse wheel seems to zoom us in and out as well. That's handy. So we have to find the sword and shield by the battle tent armory. I take it we can go over here, or we can go over that. Okay, there's a tent. Is there a sword and shield? Oh, there's a shield, I can see it. Round shield 1.
What a beautiful thing.
And a sword. Short sword, slashing damage 10. Got them. This guy's just going to follow us, isn't he?
Not the best weapon for a man of thy standing, Prince, but it'll have to suffice. We must see that thou hast not forgotten the art of war. Defeateth the magical wolves.
The magical wolves. Okay, how do we do that? After you've chosen a figure,
To victory.
left click on the enemy. When you have vanquished him, click on the next. Where is the enemy? Oh, there's the enemy. So we just chase these guys down. Oh, we were being attacked by wolves, but they are no match for us.
Oh, God's Prince, thou sheddest thy blood. What have I done?
Worry thyself not, Gallus. 'Tis but a mere scratch.
Very well, Lord. If it is no more, goeth now and lie thee down to rest. As soon as thy strength is up, thou canst searcheth for thy warriors.
I am not fatigued. Why should I rest?
Gods giveth up Prince patience. Go and sleep immediately.
Yes, all right. I suppose a nap never hurteth anybody.
A nap never hurteth anybody. Press the sleep button. Let's go a little bit closer to the campfire at least. The sleep button in the control interface. Where is that? Oh, that seems to be it.
I would prefer the Royal Four Poster.
Sleep. Okay, we have slept.
I have slept.
Now that thou art rested, thou should wend thy way.
Where, Gallus, are my loyal subjects?
Followeth the old path to the small wood in the south. Thou must pass the village and continue till thou comest to the vale between the hills. Findest the loyal friend of thy father, Floyd. He will help thee.
I thank thee, my trusted friend. Fare thee well, Gallus.
Okay, we're to wander onwards, I suppose. Our goal list has been updated. I think we'll see that here. Goals. Prince John must survive and we must find our loyal subjects. And we are to go to the south, which, according to the compass in the top right of the screen, is that way.
So,
And we'll head down here. Find our loyal subjects. There are more wolves.
Terminate them miserable.
Terminate. Yes, terminate the wolves. That is exactly what we want to do. That one is running away like a cowardly wolf.
But true knight never called for.
Nope, they do not want us to kill them. They're running away. This one is coming back. It's a foolish choice of action.
To victory.
Right, something happened there. Did we level up or something? I like the little ghost that goes up from the dead body. Right, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if we leveled up or if it was just an indicator that we'd won the battle. We'll continue onwards anyway. Whoa! We can also do that while holding down the mouse button. What is this? This looks fairly evil. Who are you?
Welcome, youngster. Thou art new around here.
thou could say, I've only just arrived.
I see that thou art warrior. Thou must have been injured in battle several times. I'll give thee a tip. When thou shouldst seeth a place such as this, standeth in the stone circle, and thou will regenerate a lot faster from thy wounds and battle fatigue. Something else. In our land, we have wonderful blue magic mushrooms. They are very rare. But when thou art hurt and tired, they will revive and heal thee.
I thank thee for thy good advice, Grandma. I must say, I like the sound of these mushies.
Indeed. Right, so we can stand here and regenerate. And
Without hesitation.
that's good, so we can regenerate. Oh, we'll continue over this bridge. There is some fog of war. We'll
To victory.
gradually uncovering the landscape. We seem to be getting a little bit surrounded by these wolves, but they're not particularly strong, so we seem to be able to take them no problem. Kill that one, no problem. We are taking a bit of damage.
I didn't practice my swordsmanship for nothing. Certainly.
Well, we took care of them. What is this? Some sort of altar?
I'll do it.
Healing. Ah, it seems to be just a healing spell or something. Can we go over that way? No. Right. Where are we headed? Here, there seems to be a path that goes this way.
Two.
This isn't the direction they told us to go, but I like exploring, so we'll wander down here. We have a... oh, there's a short sword. Oh, what the heck?
Put this pack of hounds out to graze.
It's a rather strong enemy. We are struggling a little bit here.
Without
We
hesitation.
also do have a short sword plus,
Chop them
though.
up and feed them to the wolves. Reinforcements! Help!
We are not doing so good here.
Oh, yes.
We might be best to wander back to the healing area. See if we can get to that healing stone
Certainly.
that was back up here, and back and see if we can kill the rest of that guy. That seemed to be a slightly stronger sword.
Oh, yes.
So if we go and stand here, do we just heal up? Is that how this works? Looks like it. Yep, we are healing. Healing is good. We like to heal. We like to be strong and ready for thy combat.
Without hesitation.
Without hesitation, indeed. We're going to go back and fight that bear thing. Hopefully it won't have healed too much in the time that we've been away. This healing stone has also come back. Yes, it is still
Bring you eternal peace.
almost dead, so we can take this guy on. He is now running away from us, not very quickly, one would have to say. He is going to struggle at that.
And one.
We have
and
defeated
two.
him, and we'll come down here. So it seems he can only carry one weapon at a time, and we picked up that slightly stronger short sword, dropped the one that we had before.
Certainly.
What is that? Just a rock, perhaps. Okay.
Certainly.
We're just sort of wandering now. Oh, there's a healing bit up here. Is this just another... yeah. Okay.
I understand.
Can we go off the path? Can we just wander around? Yeah, it looks like it.
Really? Certainly. Not death without honor.
So it seems quite open in terms of where we can go. The map, we've uncovered just a tiny little bit of the map down here. Oh, this thing is kicking your ass. Up, oh, jeez, up here to the healing bit. We
I'll
will
do it.
just heal up a little and then attack it again. I think this thing is going to chase us, but that would be foolish, as we are now regenerated,
I didn't
and
practice
he is
my
not.
swordsmanship for nothing.
Okay, well, we'll continue down this path here. We're supposed to be going south, so let's
Agreed.
start heading south, I suppose. This seems to be an entrance. An entrance to what? There's a teleport that crossed the river.
Welcome, knight.
Hello, youngster. Can thou open the gate, please?
I can only open it for Prince John.
I am Prince John.
No, thou art not the prince.
Of course I'm the prince.
I know exactly what the prince looks like. My dad, a mighty knight Floyd, taught me, and he's the prince's best friend. The prince has magnificent armor, a helmet with horns, a sword and a shield only fit for a prince. Thou don't look like our prince with the old stuff thou've got.
Of course I'm Prince John, and I shall prove it to thee. I'll return, and then thou'll see what a real prince looks like.
I can wait.
Oh, yes.
Okay, well I guess we're going elsewhere. We've now had an update in our guide. We have found our loyal subjects. They're behind that gate by the looks of it. We now have to convince the gatekeeper that we are the prince. We have to find your armour, helmet, shield and sword. So let's do
Terminate their
that.
miserable lives.
We have a whole bunch of wolves around us here. This is bad. There's lots of them and they are numerous and they're attacking us a lot.
Death without honor.
Oh wow.
Prince, thou art not worthy of the task. Thy
We are
mission
not
ended
worthy of the
here.
task. What happened there? I thought we had more health than that. We seemed to have about half our health and then we just suddenly died. It did give us an autosave at some point there, so we can load that, I suppose. Right, I'm
My
just going
sword
to
is jagged
continue
and notched, but I
back
shall not
onwards
yield.
then, so we will get back to where we were. I'm not sure how we died there. I was keeping an eye on our health and we seemed to... Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. Perhaps that's always a possibility.
Welcome.
Hello, youngster.
I can
Right, blah 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 blah. I've heard it before. Right,
I'll do it.
let's see if we can take these guys on this time. They're going to
This
come
sword
to
will
us.
bring you eternal peace. Death is better than eternal shame. I didn't practice my swordsmanship for nothing.
Yep, our health is going down fairly rapidly here. We probably want to go to this regeneration bit here. We
My
can just
sword
stand
is
in
jagged
here.
and notched, but I shall not yield.
Do we regenerate while fighting
Agreed.
still? We're just going to stand in here and regenerate just to make sure we don't die this time. Fortunately the autosave wasn't too far back, so we didn't lose much progress. Those wolves are still kicking about, but they are very close to death, although I didn't see where they went. They ran off somewhere.
Really? Certainly.
There's one.
Start digging your own graves. Oh, yes.
Didn't see where the other... There's one. Oh, this one has full health. This one doesn't. But right, we've already been fighting with that one. These ones have got full health. We're going to need to possibly back off from these guys a bit. Oh, yikes. They are ripping me to shreds.
Also, when I'm
We're in a bit of trouble here.
not to give up.
We are in a bit of trouble here, yes. Let's run away, I think, is possibly the best solution. Just go back through this teleporter. Back to the other side. Yipes. Where the heck are we now? This is a different place. Whoa, don't fight that thing. Go grab that healing thing. Where is this? Are these guys friendly?
And a one, and a two.
I think these guys are friendly. We have found a friendly village.
Oh gods, oh Odin, help us thy humble servant. Oh, woe is me.
What hath come to pass? Why art thou so sad?
Excuses me, stranger, that I don't invite thee into my humble abode. 2 days ago my wife fell ill, and the house is in no state for me to receive guests.
A tragedy has verily befallen thee. Hast thou called the healer?
Yes, but despite the healer's visit and his incantations, my wife still hasn't got out of bed. Then the next mishap came upon us. 3 children have got themselves lost in the forest, and my son is one of them. We have searched for them but found nothing. No single soul dares to go deep into the forest in case here wolves or bears eateth them.
I fear neither bear nor wolf, and would like to help thee. Showeth me the path to the forest.
Go through the west gate yonder. Your forest lies beyond it. I'll wait for thee here.
Okay, we have been given a quest. Looks like we are sort of stuck with that. So we have to go to the west of the village and recover the lost children. The west would be this way.
Agreed.
Is it this way?
And a 1 and a 2.
The gate is not open. I don't know how to open it particularly.
I understand.
How do we get out of the village? That's west. I don't know. I don't know how to get out of the village. This bit seems to be open. Perhaps we need to go out here. And head west. Okay, we have some more of these wolves. There is a healing power up just right there, so if we need to get that, we can hopefully grab it.
My sword is jagged and notched, but I shall not yield. I didn't practice my swordsmanship.
Grab that and chase these guys down. I don't know where the other 2 went. They have run off. Oh, there's one.
This sword will bring you eternal peace, sir.
There we go. They are dead. We will continue around this path. So this seems to be the west. There's these the children.
Hello, boys. I've been sent out to look for thee. It's good to see that thou art not hanging out of a bear's mouth. Come on, we have to get back to the village quickly.
We're safe from the bears, but not so fast. Otherwise we'll get lost again.
Right, come with me.
Without hesitation.
These guys are going to follow me. Okay. We're not going to go too quickly because otherwise these guys are going to lag behind, it would seem. We'll just gradually bring them around. We're not far from the village, so it shouldn't take too long to get back.
I understand.
And there we go. We have returned the children.
Agreed.
Where are we returning them to exactly? Down here.
All 3 children come home safe and well. I will be forever thankful. Is there something I can do for thee?
'Tis nothing special. That's what heroes are for. I fought and killed a few wolves, and the rest ran deeper into Yea Forest.
Thou hast saved my son. Please accept this humble gift as thanks. The armor is not new, but valuable. The former prince of long ago gave it to my father after he had saved the prince's life.
I thank thee. The armor will surely be useful in my fight against Yea traitors who are terrorizing our land.
Excellent. It looks like we have got our old armor back.
I understand.
We will take that, and we are now looking a little bit more battle-worthy. Excellent.
Agreed.
Okay. Yeah, so it seems there is an option to select across the screen, so I assume there's a point where we can get multiple characters and select them like that.
Odin, wherefore art thou, Odin? Why don't you hear my prayers and killeth the monsters?
Seems to be some sort of Scottish Viking.
Begging thy pardon. Welcome, stranger.
Thou calleth so loud that Odin probably hath his divine fingers in his holy ears. What hath come to pass?
I've got ye beehives just outside of the village. I went there this morning and met 2 bears. The beasts are eating my honey, and I can't do a thing about it.
So why involveth the gods? I can help thee. With my sword I'll tan their hides. Where are the beehives?
Ye beehives are to the east of the village.
And that alarming sound indicates that we have to our 25 minutes allocation. So we're going to stop this there. We have played a little bit into the game. It's quite an interesting looking little game. It's got a sort of RPG vibe to it. I have a feeling that we've just barely scratched the surface of the game mechanics here. There seem to be multiple game modes in the menu, so we've probably just really scratched the surface of this in the time that we've played. Is this something I would play again? Yeah, I think so. It seems like it could potentially be a pretty fun game. The voice acting's a bit hammy. The characters are a bit funny. It seems quite a light-hearted take on the kind of fantasy RPG. But yeah, it looks like a fun game. It's definitely something that I might consider playing again in the future. So well worth checking out there. It should be added to my list of games potentially to cover in the future. So with that, we'll call this the end of the video here, and we will move on. In the next episode of Attacking the Backlog, we will take on another game at random and see what games we can find to brush the dust off of and check out from my library. So in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, give us a like, leave us some feedback in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. Thank you once again, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.